Bonjour à tous! Aqui estou eu, seu guia para o mundo de magia. Een woorden een vreemd språk. Met mij, zoals ik polyglottici. Wir werden een spielerisch lernen. Hoje é intelligent. E peu importe la langue que vous voulez apprendre, iniziamo il nostro viaggio. E benvenuto al blog Poliglota. Hey allihopa! In this video I'm just going to give you some tips on how you can pass your Cambridge exams with an A. So all my Cambridge exams I took in my life, I have an A of them, and now I'm like a B2 level in English, so I know what I'm saying. So I've seen a lot of videos on this topic on YouTube, but they were quite, they didn't give like the proper information, and also they were like very long. So I'm just going to make you like a kind of short tips on how you can pass your Cambridge exams with A. First of all, yeah, of course, like everyone says, study. Yes, it's important to study, but for me, English is like so easier. It's not my first language, but it's like so easy, and I feel more comfortable speaking it than my mother language. That one thing. The first thing. So English is not like math. Maybe for you, I don't know, it is your math, but for me it's English. So it's like very important to read books. That's the thing that made me English smart. So read books. Then this is like a tip for any exams you have in life. So at any exam, tests, whatever that I took in my life, I never read the book. So don't read the mandatory books, the books that you were given by school, because they're so boring. I don't know, but it feels like it's taking ages to read a book given by the school. It's like exhausting. So read what makes your soul blossom, read what you love, because if you read with that disappointment that you don't like the book, then you lose the passion of reading. So don't do that. Instead of reading the whole book, which I've never done for school, for a test or for an exam, just read the reviews or the summary. It's easier, chapter summary or whatever. You can Google it, you can find whatever there, or AI. So yeah, then you should read. Now I'm going to talk mainly only about Cambridge exams. You should read whatever you love. You should read. I've got there so many books in English, so I'm just going to show them to you, and I'm going to give you like some recommendations, the ones that have such a wide vocabulary where you can learn a lot of things, not only about the vocabulary and grammar of English language, but also about life. There are like so good books. Just one sec. Okay, so this is like huge, as you can see. We have a lot of books there. So I'm going to show you the ones that are so very helpful. First of all, there is where is it? Here. The series of Unfortunate Events by Lemony Snicket. I loved it so much. And I've made, when I've made vlogs only about books, mainly about books, I mentioned this series because this series and this author has a special place in my heart. This author, Lemony Snicket, made me realize that I actually want to become an authoress, and I just finished writing my book, and now I'm editing the third chapter of it, and I'm so grateful and so happy for that. Hopefully I'll finish it by the end of this year, so next year probably will be out in the wild. Who knows? Hopefully, because I started writing when I was like 14. Okay, so this series of books, it's so interesting, and you don't really, you can understand it even if you have a lower English level, even if you are intermediate, or even if you are very good at English. So it's such an amazing series. It's a must read. It also helps with the vocabulary and grammar to build your confidence and, you know, to have a wide range of words for the Cambridge exam. Okay, this is the first. Also by Lemony Snicket, Who Could Be at This Hour. Lemony Snicket is such an amazing author, so I recommend every book by him. Okay, then we have, for like, if you have a A1 or A2 level, I recommend these books by this author. So this one, I had to stick it out, I put it there, never mind it. So these books are amazing. I've read all the series, and it was really helpful in building a wide vocabulary. Yeah, so then we have, if you can see here, the Alex Rider by Anthony Horowitz. Also by Anthony Horowitz is the Brother Diamonds that are so very helpful, if I'm going to show them. Okay. This for like A1, A2 level of English. I enjoyed these books so incredibly much. They look like this. Anthony Horowitz. So yeah, you need to read this if you want to have like a very wide vocabulary. And also at the exam, never use words from the modern English. Like when you speak with your friends or whatever, don't use something or stuff or like, you know, these are words that you must not use in writing, reading, also speaking. So don't use these words because your points will go, you know, lower. You won't get a point. Yeah. So now I'm going to give you a tip for speaking. So speaking, for me, it is also the easiest part. Try this thing. It's so helpful. So what I do is I get all my plushes and toys and put them in front of me, and like I tell them a story. I tell them what I did last week, or tell them a story that I made up, or tell a review of the book that I read, and only speaking in English and using a range of vocabulary and words, because you must not repeat yourself. Also, if you repeat yourself, your points will go lower. So yeah, or you can, this one I think it's better. I didn't do this one at a time, but this one is so good. Recording yourself like I do right now, speaking in English, and then you listen to it to see if it was correct. So that's also very, very helpful. Then you must have focus. You must focus and have patience, and, you know, be fully there. Do not care about anything else. So when you enter the room that you are having your exam there, you just forget about everything. You don't care about anything in the world, just your paper. Do not look right, left, whatever, just your paper, and concentrate there and focus and be fully there, you know. Don't let any other thoughts come in your mind. You must need to have a to sleep a lot, to have a good sleep before your exam. This is like for every exam, so you must sleep in order to concentrate better, you know. And there is another tip. I've seen a lot of people, not only for here English exams, but also in exam in general, they tend to repeat before the exam. So do not do this. In the day when you have the exam and the day before, do not repeat anything. Do not review anything, because then you'll become nervous and that you will forget, you know, some things. So just let yourself, you know, breathe. Just pause, take a break and breathe, you know, for a day and a half before you have your exam. That is so important. Then you must build confidence. I don't know why I'm saying this, because I don't have confidence at all, but you must have confidence in yourself. And at the speaking, this is for like more advanced levels, like PET or FC, when you are paired in groups. So when you are, I don't know, put to talk about a photograph or something altogether, if that person doesn't let you speak and speaks a lot, you just come and tend to yourself, I agree with you, so this is my point, because if you don't talk, if you let only that person talk, your points will go lower. You have to show that because you only have 2 minutes or one, it depends on level, or to show how good you're at English. And it's a pity if you don't take advantage of the time you are being given. So yeah. And also, if it talks like too little, not at all, you just have to help him or her. Because also, if you only talk and don't let the other person speak, your points will go lower. So you just have to have, a balance between. Then, when writing a story, article, what you have, there to write at your exam, you must be creative. But creative, don't exaggerate, because they want to see how good you are at English, your vocabulary, your grammar, but also, make them captivated by your story, because, even if you'll have everything correctly, like vocabulary, grammar, you will have more points if you are more creative, to catch the attention of the teacher that corrects your test, your exam paper. And also, if you want, and you must have, creativity, you must read. So read what makes you love, what makes your soul blossom, what you love, because it's really important. And then, make up stories, write articles, write, they're different. Like in a story, you more need creativity. But in a article, or, you have, or a letter, you have like a standard thing you need to learn by heart, like a format. So you must learn that. And also the linkers. They're very important for higher levels, like a B1, B2, like PET, FC, to have linkers. Not linkers, like, but also, and, they are not counted in if you use them. You must use however, although, therefore, firstly, secondly, in the first place, in the second, use more complex things, and then at last, or, to show that you have an English level, a good English level, an improved one than last year, and it's very important to show what you can. And yeah, that's kind of the thing you need to keep in mind when going to a Cambridge exam. So hopefully this video will be helpful for you in your future, or if you are going to have a Cambridge test. I wanted to make it more versatile, not to be only for a level of English for Cambridge, so like all the levels, kind of, So that would be all. See you next time. Yeah.